Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Women Hate Low Effort Men, but Still Date Them. Let's get right into it.
Popping pills, drinking lean, smoking all the time, drinking liquor absolutely is causing erectile dysfunction in 20 and 30-year-olds, but they don't want to talk about it because they're embarrassed. I feel like if they did talk about it, then it'll probably bring the excessive drug use to a screeching halt with the younger generation because they wouldn't want to experience that. But nobody wants to speak on it. So I'm speaking on it for y'all. It's happening. There's no way anybody should have to pop a blue boy, which is take a Viagra, in their 20s and 30s. How it starts is you start doing the drugs for fun, recreationally, but then you start doing them every day. Next thing you notice you can't keep it up. Next thing you notice you can't get it up at all. You're thinking, oh, it's just because I'm on the substance. But then one day you decide to get clean and sober, and you're still noticing that you can't get it up and keep it up. Now it's registering that, oh, this might actually be a lifelong issue that I have to deal with. And yeah, it absolutely might be. What did Dream Doll say in that song? He got that good throw, but he can't stay hard though. She didn't make that up out of nowhere. It absolutely is happening.
First of all, saying the man got good throat is wild. Pause. Whoa, what did she throw? I never heard that song before. But I want to address the fact that she said popping pills, drinking lean, and excessive drugs cause AD. And I'm agreeing with her. It's probably best that men, y'all stay healthy, bro. Stay healthy out there. Eat your veggies, drink your water. You know what to do. Hit the gym, right? But my concern about this is, how does she know so much about this? It's not like women are so concerned about men's health, let alone men's mental health and their well-being. So you know what this tells me and lets you know? It lets both of us know that women have a lot of experience with this because they've dated men like this. These low effort men that they complain about, they always date them. They always date them. And it never fails to amaze me. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Don't let society fool you and tell you it's embarrassing to have a person. It's embarrassing to have a boyfriend, embarrassing to have a partner. It's embarrassing to have a person that you can't count on, because I promise you, life is going to hit you. I'm married and I have my person, but I'm going to tell you, life changes. You can lose your job at any moment. Your health status can change at any time in life, and you want to hope that you have someone that you can count on. Do you need that person? No, not necessarily. But is it helpful? It definitely is.
I'm glad she said this. This is a married woman telling you guys how to think about life, and I agree with her. She says it's not embarrassing to have a person. Don't let society confuse you. It's embarrassing to have a person you can't count on. And ladies, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all can't count on yourselves. It's embarrassing, okay? It's embarrassing. Get you a husband. Get you a man. Level up so you could attract a husband. How about that? It's not about what men do for women. What can you do for your man? Okay, what can you do for your man? Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
You know what's crazy? I will spend hours, and I mean hours, on washing my hair, detangling my hair, straightening my hair. My husband wants it like this.
And it's not crazy. The fact that she says it's crazy is what's really crazy. Women, y'all think that men want this Eurocentric beauty. No, y'all want that. Ain't nobody tell y'all to get them Becky caps. Ain't nobody tell y'all to get Becky's hair. Nobody told you that, okay? Honestly, personally, I agree with her. I agree with her husband. Actually, I like the way her hair looks just like this. Yeah. I seen a girl the other day. I'm in Miami right now. That's why the background's a little different. I'm in the red chair. But I seen a girl down here in Art Basel with the natural fraud. I'm like, beautiful. And she got the hips. Beautiful. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. So all these women thinking that, oh yeah, man, we want y'all to spend time straightening out your hair. No. Okay. No. Feminism told y'all that. We ain't teach y'all that. Learn better. We ain't teach y'all that. Anyway, there's a trend going around about, oh, things my husband does that will send a low effort man into a coma. And the reason why I send these low effort men into a coma because they constantly date these low effort men. But I think this video is interesting as well. Take a look.
Things that my husband does that would send a low effort man into a coma. My husband, number one, is Mr. Get It Done. If I tell my husband that there's a light or something that comes on in my car, it's done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to say it again. It's done. The trash is always done. He's an airport husband and dad. If you know, you know. I told my husband I wanted a record player. He went out and got me a record player. I told my husband that I wanted to do a glam room. He swooped in and he put the floors into my glam room, and he's helped me with my glam room. Like, he's very, very attentive to make sure I get the things that make me happy. I like James Avery, so every year for my birthday and for Christmas, he makes sure I get, new charms. And sometimes he gives me charms just because he's that guy. As far as the kids go, he's always moved our kids into their college dorms with or without me. Like, he makes sure that's taken care of and I don't have to worry about that. Ever if I'm sick, I'm fully taken care of. Nobody has access to me. The kids can't talk to me. They can talk to me, but they can't come bother me. So he really makes sure that when I'm sick, he takes care of me.
Now let me ask you ladies this. Let me ask all the boss babies this. Which one of your jobs is showing up for you like her husband's showing up for her? Which one? Which one when y'all sick, that your job taking care of you, your job nurturing you back to health? Which one? A lot of you women date with low effort men, and you're a low effort woman if you're dealing with low effort men, because you're just dating your counterpart. You're just dating your reflection. You feel me? You won't attract what you want. You attract who you are. But this lady's giving it to you straight up. She's like, yo, my husband gets it done. Men are reliable. Who tricked you into believing that men are not reliable? These are lies. These are lies. Stop believing it. And this is why society's so effed up right now, because this is feminist propaganda going around that everybody just accepts. Everyone blindly accepts. When we talk about the fact that, men need to prove the fact that they can lead, they can prove the fact that they can lead. When has feminism proved that it can lead? When has feminism proved it's going to lead you guys to the altar, is leading you guys into the senior citizen home with no children, no husband, and a bunch of cats? Yeah. So all this burden of proof for everybody but women and their ideologies is insane. And that's why I like this trend going on. I'm gonna let it kick some more goods, but I like this trend to show women you should be mad you ain't got you a husband. You should be mad you ain't get you one.
When we travel, he knows that there are certain hotels that I will only stay at because I am a princess, both a passenger princess and a hotel princess. I only want to stay certain places, and he accommodates that. When I wanted to become a content creator, he bought me a Nikon camera, ring lights, mics, everything for me to start creating my content. We do go on dates every week. However, we go on so many dates, I don't even call them dates anymore. He will call me and say, hey, let's go out to eat. Let's have a nice steak dinner tonight. I don't ever cook anymore since our kids have left. My birthday is on the 4th of July, so I complained about always having to eat barbecue on my birthday. So before we even got married, this is something that I told him, and ever since, he's made sure that I do not eat barbecue on my birthday, that I do have something very different, which usually is like a steak dinner, pasta, Italian, or Mexican food, but it's never barbecue on my birthday.
Think about this, right? Her husband pays attention to the little details. And by the way, is she the most gorgeous woman you ever seen? This is an average woman at best, respectfully. And I'm saying that to say that you could have the same results if you trust in men. Okay? In God we trust. In God we trust. Okay? God, man, wife, children. Okay? A lot of y'all still are children. You are at the bottom of the totem pole. Climb up. Climb up. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly. You just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
The lady who recently got engaged that said, y'all told me not to pack his lunch. Y'all told me not to fold his clothes. Y'all told me not to cook for him. Y'all told me not to pay for dates. And she flashes her ring. Take me through there, right? Now I see so many women saying, well, sis, if you want to be an executive assistant for the rest of your life, be that. But make sure that when you marry a man because he loves who you are and not what you can do for him. And what I find funny is y'all understand that part of who we are as women is typically a nurturing, caring woman, a woman who is supportive, a woman who is a cheerleader, a woman who inspires and motivates. Literally, biblically, it says that we are the helpmeets. We're the neck. We are here to fill in the gap. And that may look like folding clothes because that man has worked 14 shifts straight. It may look like packing his lunch because he has picked up a double. It may look like taking the time to pray over that man. It may look like using that good degree that you got to help that man's business flourish. Your personality speaks through your actions. Just like these men who y'all say y'all want to be providers, how can he show you he is a provider? He has to provide. So how can you show that you're going to be a supportive wife? You have to show him by being a supportive girlfriend. Now, I'm not saying do all of the things, but ain't nothing wrong with giving a preview, a little 30-second trailer to what the 2-hour movie gonna look like, right? Y'all better stop taking advice from people who are single and have no desire to be in a relationship.
Oh, she cooks. You smell that? She cooking. Okay, yeah. Yeah, stop taking advice from people that have no desire to be in a relationship. All these women told y'all they discentered men. Men are the issue. Men are the issue. Oh, my God. That's why I'm so happy about this trend going on right now. Things that my husband do that'll put a low-effort man in a coma. Shit, it'll put a feminist in a coma. A feminist don't want to hear your husband doing all this for you, girl. Now, let's think about what the main argument against this is, right? The lady said, and she talked about a story about a woman who talked about how she became a wife, take me through there, got the ring, I did all the things y'all told me not to do when I got married. I like that. But the pushback was, oh, if you want to be an executive assistant all your life, well, then keep doing what you're doing. No, it's not the same thing as being an EA, an executive assistant. It's not the same thing. I told you before in a prior video that your job ain't going to be there for you when you're sick and you're ill. But they can fire you at will, yes. And they will fire your black ass when you sick, when you drop dead, when you tell them, oh my God, I discovered I got cancer. They gonna get rid of your ass. Yeah. So when the world comes crumbling down, your job gonna let you know they ain't there for you. But a lot of women they want men to date them for who they are and not what they do. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Your behavior is who you are. What do we call a lazy person? A person that don't do shit. What do we call a thief? A person that steals shit. What do we call someone that's ambitious? A person that does shit, right? And what do we call a wife? A woman who is a helpmeet. This is in the Bible. This is biblical. Your wife is supposed to help you. So many of you women, y'all want to marry wives. Y'all want a man to help you. That's what's wrong about women. Y'all want to be husbands. Y'all looking for wives. Y'all not going to find them. Y'all want men to serve you. You got to serve your man. Do you understand? Always talking about low effort men. As far as I can see, there's a bunch of low effort women. You know how we know there's a bunch of men that put a lot of effort into the world? Because we still got running water. We still got electricity. Last time I checked, you feel me? The grocery store full of groceries. Who you think is putting all this shit there? Who do you think is doing this? When you flush the toilet and the goofy shit that came out your butthole swirls around and goes down the drain, who do you think got to clean up all that mess when nobody's looking? Y'all just think this shit just happens. This doesn't just exist. This was not found in nature. This is man-made. So y'all got to appreciate that, because all y'all running around talking about, I don't need a man, decenter men. Try it. You know the best way to decenter men? Move into the wild. You want the best way to decenter men? Move into the wild. Then you'll have no man. You'll just be you and the fucking bear. Okay? Then tell me how great your life is. I really want to see it. Let me know. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Things my boyfriend does that will put a low effort man into a coma. The first one is when I'm done taking a shower, he will listen for when the water turns off. He will run to go get my towel and give it to me so that I'm not even cold for a second. And I just think that is so thoughtful. I try to return the favor. Another one is if I'm having a problem, I'm just talking to him about it. He will resolve it, and it will normally come in an Amazon package. For instance, I have a really bad sleeping problem in general, but especially when he's gone at work for like 3 to 4 days. And so I opened the door one day and there was a pregnancy pillow waiting for me
He said, hopefully this helps and feels like someone's there with you. And it does. It absolutely does. So if anybody has sleeping problems, think about getting a pregnancy pillow. Another one is when I used to live alone, I told him that I wanted an outdoor sectional. It's just a little expensive. I just didn't want to spend the money. And he ended up building me an outdoor sectional from scratch with a table to match. Like, what a man. What a freaking man. Thank you. Another one is the first time I ever slept over his house, I got eczema all over my body, like all over the place. And I was like, oh shit, does he use Tide? Turns out he does. But fast forward to the next time I went over his house, his closet was cracked a little bit and I saw this big bottle of Gain. I was like, oh, you got Gain? He goes, yeah, well, how else are you supposed to spend time with me here? Like, you care about my skin conditions?
You see what I'm saying? Again, women keep telling you how great their man is by what he does, by what he brings to the table. I don't agree with the first shit she said. The first shit she said made me cringe a little bit, talking about the minute you get out the shower, he runs with your towel. That sounds like a beta bitch to me. Guys, don't be no beta bitch, okay? There's some things that are just so subservient, it's not for men to do, okay? We're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, licking up the floor a girl, you know what I'm saying, walks on it. No. Okay, just let's be real here, okay? Like, still show up as a man, help us solve our problems and with all that, okay? And she talked about her man, not her boyfriend, resolving her problems with gifts. An Amazon package, right? She couldn't sleep. He bought her a pregnancy pillow. These are kind gestures, okay? She wanted an outdoor sectional. He built the outdoor sectional. Ladies, men have built the world. Everything you see, we built. If you are on camera right now, on TikTok right now, complaining about men, just know the software, the technology used to even make TikTok a reality was built by men. Again, and I say this because all this talk about low effort men, like if we're not living in the most comfortable time in society, society has never been this comfortable. Thanks to who? Men. Okay, I gotta say this shit because all the women dating the quote unquote low effort men, those are the men you chose, okay? You need to be smacked in your face by yourself for dating that low effort man, okay? Here all these women coming up and saying all the great things men do for me. Now, let me tell you something. I want to see the reverse. I want to see a trend where men are saying all the great things their wives are doing for them, all their help meet wives. That's what I want to see. And honestly, we already gonna know what the help meet wives gonna do. She gonna cook, she gonna clean, she gonna shut the fuck up. It's mad simple. And she gonna keep her body fit the way the Bible said, Proverbs 31 wife. She gonna do all the things a man needs, and she's gonna be his crown. You know what that means? His honor, his glory, his pride. He's gonna be, when he thinks about his wife, he's gonna smile. When men, you know what I'm saying, look at him like, yeah, yo, your wife represent you well. He gonna smile. We need to understand these things. These are things that we forgot. We have forgotten about these things. Now, I also want to show, I got to show this, right? Because there's always a negative side to these things. And we're starting to see a little bit of it in the prior video. This is the negative side about people talking about low effort men, low effort men. We've gotten to the point where we really want men to just be servants to women. I don't believe in this. So I'm going to play this video. And I'm going to give it a harsh criticism. But let's take a look at it together. Take a look.
I'm going to share with you guys some things that my boyfriend does that would send a low effort man into a coma. To me, all of this stuff is really bare minimum, but you know how these things are. So the first thing is really a non-negotiable for me. He opens my car door every single time we're getting in the car. I'm not just talking about on date night or my birthday. No, we could be going to Family Dollar. He's going to open my car door. I really cannot fathom why a man can't open your car door every single time. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? We're getting in the car. Like, why can't you open my car door? Are you that busy? Are you that booked and busy to where you can't open your girl's car door? Next, he buys me flowers at least twice a month. If your man is just getting you flowers like every couple of months or on your birthday or anniversary, that's just like unacceptable in my opinion. Fun fact about me, I have saved one flower from every single bouquet that my man has given me. If your man is not getting you flowers on a weekly basis, he literally hates you because flowers can be $10, babe. Next, Taylor has never, and when I say never, I'm not just saying that just to like make a video. I mean never, has never raised his voice when he talks to me. He has never called me out of my name. So he has never called me like
Oh my God. He's never called me like the B word. He's also never called me something like even lazy or in no name calling. And to be honest, he really rarely cusses around me. I don't know. He just talks like there's a lady present. I really
It's unbearable. And I'm glad that she's doing this get ready with me, doing her makeup on, because it just shows you the most goofiest women around. I would never want to be with a girl who does get ready with me. If you do get ready with me and put makeup on, shame on you. You do not deserve to be a wife. No. I'm tired of it. It's just dumb. Y'all put so much effort into the shallow sides of being a woman. I want you to do that hard work. Show me in the gym. That's why I like gym girl. I prefer gym girlies. Show me your gym routine. Don't show me that you don't put your clown makeup face on. No. Okay. Now here's the things I'm talking about. Opening doors is kind. I think it's a kind thing. My car, I like to open the door for a woman. It's a kind thing to do. But never in life would I deal with a woman who's entitled to it, who thinks a man's job is to open the door. Bitch, this shit came from chivalry, okay? But no one knows your history, so don't understand that chivalry only came about. And by the way, it was a beta strategy. It was a beta strategy for men without status, without money, to try to compete against men who had status and money. Yeah, all the dukes and the lords of the land, yeah, they didn't have to open no goddamn door, okay? All the men who walk in and taking care of you on hand and feet, this is what they did. Even the whole romance love, the romantic love, the whole chivalry that people love so much came from men who had nothing to offer to women. So they had to, try to spice things up to have some value, because if not, all the girls, all the top-notch women were going to the top guys. That's just what it is. Last thing she said, oh, yeah, my man buys me flowers twice a week. Again, the entitlement. Flowers. I'm a woman. I deserve flowers. No. Listen, I went to school for marketing. So many people don't realize that the whole life that you like has been marketed to you. You have been sold consumption as comfort. Okay? Yeah, people don't even understand. They can't even think about being happy without spending something. Okay? I don't even want to get too much into it, but this is an example of a girl, guys. Avoid women like this. They literally believe a bunch of shit that society has sold to them. They never questioned it. And so they just acquiesce the destruction of their own life. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.